Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am here to unbox the Roots to Bloom deck. I won this in a giveaway. I'm very excited because it was a Kickstarter that I was not able to back, and I really wanted to back this Kickstarter. And I've been following I was following the creator anyway before I even knew anything about this deck. I was following her YouTube channel, and then she was talking about the deck, and she was pairing the deck, and I was all excited about it. And then I wasn't able to back it. She had a giveaway and I entered and I won. I was so excited. So I'm very excited to see what's in the box. So let's take a look. Oh, guys, I thought this was going to be a guidebook, but this is actually a journal. I forgot that there was going to be a journal in here. That's so cool. It's college lined, nice paper, and soft touch matte on the outside. It's gorgeous. Nice big size journal. This is like a 8 by 11. I'm excited to have a nice big journal because I feel like a lot of my journals are probably about half this size. So I'm excited to have like a regular size piece of paper to write on. It came with this beautiful postcard. It says, "Be human to the fullest." So you can pick this deck up at FromRootsToBlooms.com, or if you want to see videos about the deck, you can check her out she's Moonlit Mama 444 here on YouTube. But I'll put all of that down below for sure. Let me get this free from its plastic. All right, let's get into it. Here's our the box. I like a black and white design. I'm not gonna lie. It's striking, It's pretty. So it says, "From Roots to Blooms" is a deck rooted within the earth. Its messages are here to remind you of your worth and to hold space for where you are always. My hope is that you feel encouraged and inspired to nurture yourself with help from these cards, From Roots to Blooms, created by Waite, first edition 2023. Okay, so it's 60 cards, standard tarot size. They are 0.3 millimeter casino quality linen finished cardstock with a black core. And it comes with a 122 page perfect bound guidebook and a magnetic closure box. Those are the stats. Let me see. It says, "Oh, hi." Let's explore you from roots to blooms. I love that this lays flat like this. I really do enjoy that because it means that I don't have to fight with trying to get the cards out like that. Has a nice long ribbon that's plenty long enough to get the cards out. We like that. Just one little piece of plastic on the inside, so that's good. I did notice there was some room in the box, so I wonder if there's going to be expansion packs. So we're always interested in getting more cards for a deck. 60 cards is very good though. It's enough. So even if there wasn't an expansion pack, I would be happy. I'm happy with 60 cards. But if I had another deck that I wanted to mix with it, I could put them in the same box, or I could put other little like crystals and other things in here. So I like that there's a little bit of space. This box is very nice. I like the rounded curve here. It's just this is a nice box. It's striking. I could see myself setting it, as like a decorative piece on my counter. Let's take a look at these cards. It says, "Let's dig a little deeper." She dedicates this to her son, Robbie, and to her partner, Johnny. That's so sweet. And to the backers on Kickstarter. It says, "Sometimes all we really need is a kind word of wisdom and support. The From Roots to Blooms Oracle was intentionally crafted as a tool to hold space for just that. We started off as a personal project to make an affirmation style oracle using blank cards and a Sharpie to fill a void in my own spiritual practice, has turned into this self-actualized 60 card deck and companion guidebook. I could not be prouder." It says, "It is important to point out exactly what you will not find between the lines of these cards. In fact, it is essential for me to note this, as these are the very reasons I created From Roots to Blooms Oracle in the first place. Most affirmation decks are riddled with harmful perspectives, toxic positivity, ableism, cultural appropriation, spiritual bypassing. Because when individuals are pressured to maintain a positive attitude at all times, they may suppress their honest emotions and become incapable of acknowledging or expressing them. This can become a recipe for mental health problems, such as depression, anxiety, and burnout, especially for those already prone to these struggles. So these messages in this deck are deeply rooted in the elements that connect us all: air, fire, water, and earth. There is a card that encourages you to hold space for vulnerability, brokenness, fear, and doubt. There also is a card that encourages you to hold space for passion, joy, ease, and authenticity. Every emotion deserves recognition, validation, and acceptance, and everybody deserves to be acknowledged and supported. It talks about binaries, um, and she says this deck is intentionally binary free, judgment. So then it goes through the the suits, which I will get into later, and then the entry. Just shuffle and draw with intention, and the cards will deliver a succinct message that is grounded and validating. Each Roots and Blooms card has its own thoughtfully written narrative, along with 3 questions that you can contemplate or use as journal prompts. You could also use these questions to create a unique 3-card tarot spread. Yes, I love that, because that's how I like to use oracle cards a lot of the times. I like to pull a card and then pull tarot cards around it based on questions. So she's giving us the questions to ask if we pull a certain card. So you've got 3 single card pull, 3-card pull, paired with tarot, elemental spread, intentional draw, and then some things that you should consider before you dig in. I like this. How does your body feel? What does it need more or less of at this moment? And some more questions about, grounding within your body, and then when to rest and revisit the cards later. Yes, this is very it's responsible, and I like that about this. It gets right into the cards after that message. You have the number here, and you do have a thumbnail of the actual card, which is helpful. And here are the questions. And then there's a write up, and we'll read one later. And let's see what's in the back. Questions. Blooms, leaves, moons, nutrients. This must be the last suit. Okay. So let's just take a look at the first card. Place me on your heart to receive love and support. Connecting to your heart center is an act of love to yourself, from yourself, for yourself. Allow this gesture to bring awareness to that space. Release any resistance or self-imposed limitations. Create space for the nurturing and transformative power of the love that exists within and around you. Allow nature and the energy of the universe to bolster, sustain, comfort, and nourish you. Open your heart and soak in the love that is offered. I like her lists here. She uses the way she writes, she uses lots of words with commas in between, which are essentially giving you keywords, right? Bolster, sustain, comfort, nourish. So I like that. And I noticed that when I was reading in the beginning that she writes like that, and it's really cool. I like that. So the questions here are: how can you become more open to receiving love? How can you love yourself more fully, deeply, completely? And then what burdens or blockages hold you back from embracing the love that is available to you? That's the guidebook. Let's take a quick look at the cards, and then we'll come back and read one more from here. Here are our backs up close and personal. They're not reversible, but they don't need to be, because we need to be able to read the cards. We have the numbers in the top right hand corner of every card, which I love that they don't move around, makes it easier for me to find them. And we start with the Blooms suit, and the keywords for this suit are encouragement, inspiration, expansion, and growth. So the first card, Place Me on Your Heart to Receive Love and Support. We read that one from the guidebook. I like that this is a little bit interactive. Like I can put this actually on my heart space, on my body, and, think about bringing in love and support. Be human to the fullest. You already have enough because you are enough. Practice trusting yourself. Moving slowly is still moving forward. Where you plant seeds is where you'll notice growth. If it's out of your hands, don't keep it in your head. I know that's right. What does it say? Perspective. Oh, that's cute. Perspective. So the letters are turned and twisted all around, but it definitely says perspective. Yes. Their opinions are a reflection of them, not you. I accept my blank a little more today. I like this. Some of these are a little bit interactive and I'm here for it. Like I can fill in my own blank here. Hug yourself. You deserve tenderness. Make friends with change. Find a routine that fits and show up for yourself. I know that's right. This one, this is something that I have had to do in the last month, like actually do. Like this is real, right? That's like that real. Because I've been feeling really erratic lately and I was having a hard time. I had a routine of reading in the evening, pulling a card, looking in the guidebook, sometimes even journaling. And I just got to be so busy and a little bit scattered that I was running all day and then literally crashing at night to the point where anything that I said I was going to be doing before bed wasn't getting done because I was crashing, right? I was crashing before I didn't have a wind down time. And rather than beating myself up for that, I just switched my routine to where I pull the card, read from the guidebook, and do a little bit of reading before I sit down to do anything I'm going to do in the evening. So that way, when I crash, I can already feel like I've finished that part of my routine. At least I'm not beating myself up about not finishing things. You know what I mean? And I show it for myself in that way. And I just moved it. I moved it for me because it's my routine and it's my life. You know what I mean? And I was feeling bad about I was feeling incomplete, like I wasn't completing things. So I just moved it until I get to a point where I'm not so erratic and I'm not crashing at the end of the day. And then I'll move it back. You know what I mean? Like, and so I had to find a routine for me that fits. That was a lot. Sorry. Y'all don't want to hear all that. I won't do that again. You don't need to be stressed or busy to be valuable. But I'm just saying, some of these are like, they feel like very human, Fan your fire. Validate yourself before seeking acceptance elsewhere. Talk to yourself like someone you love. Be who you need. Be who you need. Yes, be who you need. Here's that sign you've asked for. Go touch the grass. At first I thought that said go torch the grass, and I was like, uh-oh, Chicago fire is coming for us. Joy happens in the now. Intentionally embrace it. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. I know that's right. Make yourself rich by making your wants few. Do something for your inner child today. Blow on me and make a wish. Oh, I like these interactive ones. Okay. Now we've moved to the black card. So I'm thinking these are the roots. These were the blooms, and these are the roots. And the keywords for the roots are reflection, introspection, perspective, and healing. So this says take a deep breath and then trace up on the inhale and trace down on the exhale. Okay, another interactive one. Now is not forever. When it feels safe, go deeper. When it feels safe, that's so important, right? Quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Don't feel bad about feeling. It's okay living a life that others don't get. If only people could keep their opinions to themselves, right? Their judgments to themselves, it would be a lot easier. Whose expectations are you judging yourself against? There we go. Water your garden first. Water your garden first. You don't need to be available to everyone. Your sensuality is sacred, not shameful. You are not responsible for their reactions, emotions, or behaviors. I think I just posted something like that on my Instagram today. Your voice and your perspective are valuable. Stop comparing, criticizing, invalidating, punishing, hurting, shrinking yourself. This would be a good one to, like, when you pull it, scry and see which one is popping out to you. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is not really an interactive one. I just kind of made it an interactive one tonight. Okay, so when I find an interactive one that's truly interactive, I'm going to look at the guidebook. What is bubbling up? Where do you feel it? Rest and reset, mind, body, spirit. Another scry. Balance, maybe? Let me look in the book. I don't know what this, I think it says balance is the goal, but I'm not certain. Yes, balance is the goal. Because the letters are all over the place. So I'm like, is that balance? It looks like they're doing sort of like partner yoga or something. The letters are doing partner yoga. Balance is the goal. Okay, got it. Please don't believe everything you think. You are not too much, too sensitive, too broken to heal, too old to dream, behind in life, too hard to love. I love that one. I love that one a lot. Acknowledge your fears. Spiky. Please release your regrets, fears, guilt, shame. It's almost as if you can use the one that is speaking to you the most, or even the one that you feel the most averse to might be the one that you really need to deal with today. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. If it's heavy, put it down, even if only for a bit. It's okay to feel cracked or broken. That's where the water reaches the roots. Aww. Find your boundaries and hold them. Wave this card around you to cleanse. Okay, wave. So this is an interactive one. So let's look at this one. Wave this card around you to cleanse. Let's see what it says in the guidebook about the interactive one. It says this card carries powerful energy that can purify and invigorate your spirit. Wave it over and around you, visualizing negative energy dispersing and positive protective energy replacing it. Feel refreshed and vitalized with renewed vigor and clarity of purpose. Reach for this card after exposure to negative people or situations, or whenever you want to remove harmful vibrational energy and create a sacred supportive space. All right, I like that. You can come get it when you need it, even if you're not pulling it from the deck, right? You can just come get it out the box. Okay, so we're moving into the elements. The keywords are focus, energy, consideration, and contemplation. So we start with blooms, abundance, authenticity, and attraction. Leaves, receive, transmute, release. Moon, intuition, reflection, and cycles. Nutrients, health, nourishment, and vitality. Rain, replenish, flow, and cleanse. This is water. Roots, depth, foundation, strength. Soil, there's your earth card. Grounded, sustained, at ease. Sun, here's your fire card. Energy, illumination, and guidance. Thorn, discern, deflect, protect. And here's your air card. Wind, trust, lift, explore. Here are the backs one more time. Let's give them a shuffle. Actually, it's a lovely experience to ripple this sort of linen because it's nice and mushy. I call it the mushy linen. It doesn't have like a plasticky feel. It definitely has a coating on it, a semi-gloss coating. You can see it's catching the light just a little bit. It doesn't really catch the light much at all when it's laying flat, but when I put it directly in the light, it does. But so I mean, if got something on it, you could probably wipe it off without destroying your cards. But I don't know, they're not stiff. They're mushier than some other linens that I've used or held, and I like this linen because it's nice and mushy and it feels nice to shuffle. This is the kind of linen I could shuffle all day long. So it's like Printer Studio, make plain cards kind of linen. With them all shuffled up, you can see like the green is kind of peeking in there. I like that. It looks beautiful. These look so pretty like this. Fan. Look at that. It's beautiful. So this light is going to get on my nerves. So I'm going to stop here and I'll be back tomorrow and we'll do some pairings. So stay tuned. It'll only be a couple of seconds for you. We're back. It's Saturday morning. We got lots of light. And I'm looking forward to seeing how versatile this deck is. So last night, after the lighting debacle, I went through pulled out like about 5 or 6. Actually, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 decks. Ah, okay. I went a little crazy. Let's just start. Let's start with the Onyx Tarot. This is one that, because of the green in this deck, there's green in this one. And also, what I was thinking when I was pulling these decks was I was looking for things that had like block spaces. So what I mean by that is just like, so you see where like you have a block of green here, a block of black here, there's block colors filled in on some of the, like that. I was looking for things that had like blocks of color on the cards, and that also maybe had some green in it, or something that looks nice with green, maybe had a lot of, white and black or something like that. So this is the first one that came to mind. This is the one that actually before, oh, my camera's crooked. Give me a second. So before I ever got this deck, when I was watching Moonlit Mama pair it up on her channel, I thought to myself, I wonder how it would pair with my Onyx Tarot because of the colors and the gray scale in the Onyx Tarot, and then also there's quite a bit of green. I thought they might look nice together. So I think they do look nice together actually. And also this one has the black border down here with the white writing, and this has black and white writing. So that kind of, yeah, I like these. Now, because this is it's a wordy deck, I would be doing a reading that's sort of like, I will pull this one probably first and then pull these to kind of see where I will go. So like if I get be who you need, what's stopping me from being who I need, and then what can I do to enhance that? You know what I mean? Like to actually move towards being who I need. So that's kind of how I would probably work with this. It's also possible that I could pull the tarot cards and then use this to kind of answer what's the next step, right? So I might pull the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups, and then I might pull a card to see, like, okay, if something's being offered to me, but I'm not taking it, I'm not seeing it, what can I do to kind of open myself up, open my heart chakra up a little bit more? You don't need to be stressed or busy to be valuable. So, in other words, slow down so that you can see the things that are being offered to you. So I could do that. And I love the way these look together, and I like how modern it feels. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be using together, and I'm very excited. I had a feeling. I had a feeling they were going to be perfect. So, love this one. You'll have to let me know what you think, as always, in the comments below. Let's look at another one because I got a lot of decks here. So, of course, we had to try something black and white. So, we're going to try the Black and White Rider Waite Tarot deck by Pamela Coleman Smith. This is a release from US Game Systems. It's also linen cardstock. So, this would be like a tactile match. This is the mushy linen, and this is the plasticky linen, but it's a thin plasticky linen. It's not like a thick one like Tarot of the Divine, which is a thicker kind of linen finish card. But still, linen on linen, that's a nice tactile experience, especially if I'm doing like multiple readings at a time. It's easy on my hands. Yes. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, yeah, I kind of like it. It's a blank place. It's a cool blank place to do a reading. If I want to keep my mind clear, clean, crisp, sharp, I feel like this is a good place to settle into for that sort of mindset. It's really pretty as well. I like black and white, so I have a lot of black and white decks. Um, yeah, I have a lot of black and white decks. I don't know what made me choose this one. I think it was the linen cardstock, but I have a lot that I love the fact that this is going to go with so many things. Okay, let's try another one. Before we put this one away, let's see the backs together. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. I like that. That's a vibe. That could sit around on a desk and just be a vibe. I like that a lot. Yes. Right. Next up, we have, let's try a white and blue one. So I pulled out this one. This is the Blue Cat Tarot. I was thinking the drawing, right? So I was looking for decks that I told you I was looking for decks with blocks of color, and also I was looking for sketchy decks because this is kind of sketchy, like, I mean, look at the grass at the bottom here. It's sketchy. So I was looking for other things that looked hand drawn, basically, and a little bit loose in the drawing. So I pulled this one. This is actually one of my oldest decks in my collection, but it's a new copy because I spilled story time. It's a sad story. I mean, it is what it is, first world problems. But I was using this deck one morning last year while I was drinking coffee, and I spilled a whole cup of coffee all over this deck. As you can see, it is very white. And also, the coffee had milk. So I could not salvage the deck. I was so worried I wasn't going to be able to find it again because I've had it for so long, but it's still in print. I was very excited to pick up another copy very quickly. Like, I think maybe a few days later I bought it because I was like, let me get it. But now, I don't know, every time I look at it, I think about that moment and I don't even use it anymore. Isn't that sad? But anyway, so this is the Blue Cat Tarot. I liked the sketchy nature of it, and it's bringing some blue to our reading, which frankly, I like the way it looks with the tablecloth I'm using this month. So I can work with this. Yep, that's Blue Cat Tarot. I have not had my coffee yet today, but with this out, I was not bringing coffee in here. So we'll just have to wait until after I finish. Normally, I would bring a cup of coffee while I'm doing something like this, but seeing this deck yesterday just kind of reminded me of the trauma of all of that. So I was like, nope, no coffee for me today. We'll wait. I'll wait. Look, see? You see? That was how I felt for real. This is the Seeking Soul Tarot by Alexandra Kukula. Um, I thought let's bring some. It also has some greens in it, but I thought it can bring in another color as well because black and white, you can bring in whatever color you like, really. So I thought, yeah, it's also feels like it's drawn. It's a digital drawing, but it does feel drawn. It has block coloring, um, and has some green. So I thought, yeah, let's bring in another color here. What do you guys think of this one? This is, I think this is very pretty and fun. It feels like a graphic novel or a comic book to me. Thorn, discern, deflect with the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. Okay, deflect with the Four of Cups. Okay, so in my readings, sevens are contemplative cards. They ask me to stop and consider things going forward in whatever suit they are in, right? So when I see a seven, that's what I do. I think about it in a contemplative way. And I like that there's where you plant seeds is where you'll notice growth, reminding me to keep my thoughts in the place where I want things to grow, right? So as I'm contemplating, don't allow those thoughts to go to places that I don't want to nourish. And I like that. Yes. Five of Wands with Temperance, and wave this card around you to cleanse. Okay, so we've got problems and we want to bring balance. So we're going to wave the card. I like this. This is fun. It's fun and it's giving me graphic novel, comic book. I like it. I'm here for this. So that is the Seeking Soul Tarot. Let's try another one. Let's get a little bit more colorful with the Spirit Within Tarot with Stephen Bright. This one also has block coloring, also has greens, also has black because it has silhouettes. So I think this is going to be a lovely pair. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Yes. I think it's the, I don't know, something about that. It just feels right, doesn't it? So, are the fears what's keeping you in these sort of stuck situations? Oh, it even looks good with this one. I like this. Okay, here's a white one with a white background. Let's see how that is going to fare with these cards. Looks good with the purples. This is a little, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with it because it's not like as perfect as that first set, but it'll work. I like it with the purples or this indigo color. Here's one with green. Energy, eliminate, guidance. So it is a different green, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I like this. Water your garden first. The Page of Cups and the High Priestess. I like this one. It's fun. It's fun. There's lots of words on these cards. There's words on these cards. There's blocks. There's black and white and colors and movement. Yeah, I'm here for this. Let's try one more. I lied. I have two more. Let's try this one. This is the Stunning Tarot in a Krista bag, in a Krista Crochet, which wears on Etsy bag. This one, the Stunning Tarot. So this one is more colorful, but it feels pencil drawn. It has similar colors to the other one we were just looking at, the Spirit Within. But instead of feeling computer drawn, it feels pencil drawn. And I thought maybe this might be a nice pairing. If you're stuck and you're like, what's going on? Here's the sign. And the sign is coming to you to be a sign of abundance. So don't ignore it. Don't stay here looking at all these other things, right? The 10 of Wands with the 3 of Coins. And please don't believe everything you think. Is this the Wands or the Swords? I don't know. Let me see. They look like Wands to me. Color of the Swords. Swords are red. So, yeah, purple is Wands. Yeah, the swords are red. So, the purple definitely Wands. All right. Practice trusting yourself daily with the Empress and the 7 of Coins. Warrior of Swords and Strength with find your boundaries and hold them. Yes. Is the Warrior the Knight? I don't know. I don't use this deck that much. So, I have to kind of, I'm not sure. I feel like the Warrior should be the Knight, though. Here's the greens together. They look good. They're almost not quite exact, but very close. I like this deck a lot. I think it's really fun, but it's because I don't use it much. I'm not used to looking at the cards, so I don't know what card is what sometimes. I think it came with a digital guidebook, which I have not even looked at. I think I downloaded it, but I never looked at it. So there's some work to be done with this deck, and it does feel like it could be introspective work. So I think it might go nicely with this, and it looks good. All right, so we like that one. Last one. I'm gonna try this. I don't know how this is gonna look. It might be crazy, but there's also, this is the Mira Tarot by Runali Patil. I think this deck is fabulous. I've been kind of obsessed with it recently, and it also has a lot of black and white, and it feels drawn. So I think it's going to give the same sort of effect as the Spirit Within. And which other one did we look at that I was like, it feels like a comic book? The Seeking Soul, but with more color. So yeah. See, this looks, especially with this one, it kind of looks like we would find them together in a book, right? Or something like that. So yeah. I like this look. I love this deck. I'm pretty obsessed with it at the moment. I think I just like the colors on it. It does have keywords. So if you don't like keywords, this might not be the one for you. But I like all the writing. And I think uh, um, that might have been another thing that made me think I wanted to put these together, because it is a lot of writing. So if I'm going to be doing writing anyway and words anyway, if it's going to be like a word-based reading, I might as well bring in a deck that has words as well. I like how quirky this is and how things are, they're realistic, but also kind of not. And this feels like it's writing, but also drawing. So I don't know, they feel like I don't know, I like these together. Um, like they could be done by the same person, same artist. I have so many decks. I think that this is going to go with a lot of my decks, but you guys will let me know which one you like the best. Let me know in the comments below. I would like to thank Haley for sending me this gorgeous deck and that fabulous journal. I was so excited to have won it in that giveaway. I'm so lucky and so appreciative. So thank you very much. If you saw something here that you like today, a pairing, or if you want to share, maybe you got this deck and you have a pairing at home that you love that I didn't show here today. If there's something you saw in this deck that you really want to chat about, feel free to chat with me down in the comments below. I love talking to you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. I put in the description box below lots of ways that you can support the channel, including like the thumbs ups, the shares, all of those things. So check that out if you have time. Down there will also be information on how to find Haley's YouTube channel, as well as her website where you can pick this deck up if you like. There'll be other links to videos and playlists that are similar to this one, all kinds of stuff down there. So if you have time, check it out. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye.